What if I told you the thing finally became human again, but it came with a terrifying price? A price so cruel that it forced him to outlive every single person he ever loved and survive for over 60,000 years. This is one of the saddest Fantastic Four stories ever written. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Chrono Comics, where we explore the most emotional, powerful, and hidden stories from Marvel and DC. If you love comic stories like this, make sure you stick around till the end, because this one only gets more heartbreaking. After years of searching, Ben Grimm, better known as the Thing, finally discovers a cure that can turn him back into a human. But there's a catch. The serum only works for 1 week every year. After thinking it over for a long time, Ben decides it's worth it. With Johnny Storm standing beside him in case something goes wrong, he injects the serum. The transformation is painful. And when it's finally over, Johnny looks at him and says, "Wow, somehow you look even uglier than before." Ben immediately panics and runs to the nearest mirror, only to realize Johnny was joking. For the first time in years, Ben sees his real human face staring back at him. Finally, he feels normal again. Johnny tells him there's no time to waste. The two spend the week doing everything Ben had missed out on. They walk through the streets of New York like ordinary people, watch a football game, visit superhero attractions, and even have dinner with the legendary Stan Lee. As the week comes to an end, they're driving back to the Baxter building. Johnny quietly asks, "Will 1 week every year really be enough?" Ben smiles and replies, "I'll treasure every single second." But neither of them knew this miracle had created an even bigger tragedy. Back at the Baxter building, Reed Richards and his father make a shocking discovery. Ben only ages while he's human. That means because he spends only 1 week a year in human form, his lifespan becomes unimaginably long. Wanting to know what Ben's future looks like, Reed builds a time machine. Their first stop, the year 3012. New York has transformed into a futuristic utopia. The Baxter building still stands proudly, and Ben is still alive. He's protecting the city from a Skrull invasion, like the hero he's always been. But Reed isn't satisfied. He jumps even further into the future, the year 42,000. Ben is now old. He's giving a graduation speech, thanking Reed and the Fantastic Four for changing his life. Thousands of years later, the year 52,000, Ben is completely alone. He spends his days talking to statues he built of Reed, Sue, Johnny, and the rest of his friends, quietly wishing they had lived long enough to see this incredible future with him. Finally, Reed travels to the year 62,000. Ben Grimm takes his final breath. The strongest member of the Fantastic Four dies alone. Reed returns to the present, carrying the heartbreaking knowledge of how his best friend's story will eventually end. For more insane comic battles, hidden storylines, and superhero moments you won't believe actually happened, subscribe to Chrono Comics.